Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. Go there. I give you wisdom, guidance, all that other shit. Jason writes, currently 22, soon to be 23, no qualification. I work a dead-end job, but make enough to support myself and still save money. My expenses are $1,600 a month, and I'm able to save $1,700 a month. This is in Australian dollars, so not that much. I have been reading a lot of self-help books, but still quite lost in which direction I want to take. I feel sometimes like life is pointless because I have not found anything meaningful to pursue with my life. I hate how I am 23 and got nothing to show for it, so I want to get my life in order with the least amount of fuck-ups. Also to note, I don't intend to have family. I got a vasectomy at 21. Holy shit, that's young. And when I have an online business down the road while I travel the world, it's fine. It only needs to generate enough income to survive. That is true. And I don't intend to buy a house ever since Australian house prices are over $500,000. That is also true. Which direction should I continue with my life? So these are my options. Get an associate's degree in software engineering while working full-time. Only bad thing is I will always need to up my skill, which is the worst part of being in the software development industry. Working plus focus on starting a business. I know I won't get it right the first time, but the experience of failures would lead to success eventually. Yeah, you're starting your business, you're going to fail. That is a guarantee. The key to starting a successful business is to fail multiple times. I mean, God bless you if you can be successful on that first try. But everybody's going to have their silver dollar bikini experience. Military, this is like my last resort in choices, as I know I would regret it if I don't at least try to make myself into something more. Worst case scenario for me is I work my dead-end job until I am dead. Okay, how are you going to get there? Right now, I'm not saying you can't be a Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, but you can't be Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, or Bill Gates. You're just not. You're 22, 23, and it's such a statistical anomaly. Plus, you're a whiny, sappy. You aren't a whiny, sappy guy, but there's this depression, and I understand. I understand you ain't got no direction, and these are the things you'd like to do. Until you get there, I like options 2 and 3. I like them all because we're gonna take them all and come up with a Frankenstein kind of game plan for you. I do like getting the associate's degree in software engineering or computer programming or something because it's short, it's sweet, it's not going to cost you that much, it's in demand. It will also, I don't want to put percentages on it, but it's going to give you a higher percent chance of being able to work remotely, which is your goal, to be able to travel around the world, not have a house, than say a trade, which would be honorable, or a worthless child education degree, in which case you're going to be stuck at the school that you have to go teach at all the time and babysit the fucking rugrats. So I like the IT aspect, associates, okay, cool, but this assumes you're going to take it upon yourself and you're going to go the extra mile and get all these certifications. You're going to self-educate yourself. You're really just going to, you're not going to rely on your degree to get the certification or to get the jobs. You're going to rely on your certifications and your self-teaching and honing your skill. Just like Matt Baldoni plays guitar. Shit, every time I've walked into his house, he is studying something about guitars. He is always practicing, and you're going to have to be at that level, which will then put you at get you such certifications or qualifications or skills. You'll be in such demand, and ideally, you'd be doing it remotely. All right, so I like that. Working plus focus on starting a business. Well, that's going to happen anyway if you go route 1. Yeah, you're going to have to you got to put food on the table. If you mean working your current job, you can do it, but working your current job is not going to, 1, put that much money on the table, 2, allow you to travel, which is your goal, and 3, give you a skill that's going to be in demand that will also allow you to travel and be on the internet. So you can do that working plus start on focusing a business, but like every 22-year-old cunt, you don't know what you're going to do for a business. Do you have an idea? Do you? No, because once again, the Zuckerbergs, the Gates, and the Jobs are so rare. The way you start a job is you go out into the world like a man should, you start paying attention, you keep an eagle eye out for things, you understand the lay of the land, you start figuring out where there is a lack of a skill or a service or a demand for something, and then you provide it to that market. Now, that typically would be in IT because that's where all the moving and the shaking and the changes and the evolutions and the revolutions are occurring. It's not going to be in women's studies. It's not going to be in the liberal arts. And it's not going to be your daytime cubicle, mind-sucking, soul-destroying job. So I would get your ass into IT, but then, it's going to be a bit. It might be a couple years. It certainly will be a couple years. I can't guarantee it. You could find something tomorrow. But you'll come up with an idea and say, holy shit, this is it. This is what it will. And on top of it, because of all the studying and working you've done, you'll have the skills to actually capitalize on it. You won't need a partner. You'll probably need less capital. You're like, I could program that fucking website. I can do that myself. And that means all the more money for you. But right now, unless you got an idea for a business, it's not going to come to you until you get your ass into the real world. Sitting there like a fucking millennial dope, what should I do for a business? It'll just come to me. No, it won't. You got to find out what's out there, what's in demand. Then the military, I like it. I'm always for the military. I know it's the Australian military, not the U.S. military. It'd be a little bit different, but I like it, not only because I pay for food, clothing, shelter, and I presume education and healthcare. But this will give you an idea. This will get your ass out into the real world. You'll be able to figure, okay, what do I want to do? It'll also provide you meaning and purpose. You'll belong to a team. You'll have a bunch of guys. You're going to get your ass kicked. You're going to have your face drilled into the mud by the drill instructor. You're going to hate it at first, but then you'll have at least a team and a crew. And if you are lost and floating around like it sounds like you are now, dude, I would just join the military, get your experience. Yes, you might get shot, but it'll at least give you some reason and purpose through your friends and your colleagues that you make. But they ain't going to tolerate this woe is me bullshit. They're not. You won't have time for that in there. They do your 3 or 4 year stint, whatever you sign up for with the Australian military. And then this will also give you an idea of where you would like to go. You can get your training in computer IT stuff, whatever is software developing. They'd probably put you on network security because that's in demand in the United States, but might be going into your espionage or spy, computer network security. Make sure the Chinese don't hack you all the time. But yeah, I like that one kind of like second best or even first best if you really don't know what you want to do in life. So, and you're saying what? Haven't found any meaningful to pursue in my life. I'm 23. I got nothing to show for it. I don't want to have a family. Yeah, dude, go join something. Become something bigger than yourself. All right? And I know the peaceniks. It's a death machine. Yeah, I know it's a death machine. I don't care. I am that Machiavellian. So, anyway, hope that helps out there, pal. I think you got the right ideas. You got the right ideas, absolutely. You just need a swift kick in the ass to go and do it. Doing what you're doing now and then kind of hoping to start a business, no, that ain't going to work. You need to change up and churn up your life a little bit, either through the military or going and pursuing aggressively something along the software engineering or whatever you'd like to do there. That's what's going to give you a little bit of meaning in life. But yeah, you got and shit, man. You just sound like you need something different in your life. The military will give it to you. I'd even say like a long-ass trip if you could do a long-ass trip, but you can't. Because you're stuck and anchored to your job. So, anyway, hope that gives you some ideas. Go forth and kick ass. Toodles.